Hello children, this video is for Standard 9 Literature, the poem The Bangle Sailors, written by Sarojini Naidu. So, Sarojini Naidu was called the Nightingale of India by Mahatma Gandhi because of the color, imagery and lyrical quality of her poetry. The Bangle Sailors is a fine example of her musical verse. Now, let me tell you the key thoughts of the poem. The entire poem is a tribute to Indian women and their beauty and grace. It is a celebration of their femininity or female form. It treats various stages of a woman's life and into the cultural wealth of India. It also acknowledges the part of Bangle sailors in the customs and traditions of India. So this is the key thought. Now I will tell you about the Bangle Sailors. The Bangle Sailors was published in the 1912 collection of poetry called The Bard of Time. The poem depicts a group of Bangle sailors who wander from town to sell their inventory. One of them becomes the narrator or the speaker of the poem. Now children, form and language of the poem. The entire poem has a structure where each stanza focuses on a particular theme. The first stanza depicts the merchants touting at the temple fair to attract the attention of the people passing by. The consequent stanzas focus on bangles of various colors the sailors have for women of all different ages. Coming to poetic devices in the Bangle Sailors. Stanza 1. Rainbow tinted circles of light. This is an instance of a metaphor. The color of the bangles are likened to the colors of the rainbow, and the light reflected by the bangles gives it the appearance of being made of light. Stanza 2. Silver and blue as the mountain mist. This is an instance of simile where here the color of the bangle is compared to the mist of mountains. Some are flushed like the birds that dreams till stream. This is an example of an imagery. Some bangles are likened to the flushing, that is pinkish birds that seem to be sleeping on the banks of a woodland stream. Some, you see in your book, it is there till some, from some till lives. Some are aglow with the bloom that cleaves to the limpid glory of newborn lips. This is imagery. This represents some of bangles by comparing them to the transparent glory of the newborn lips. Stanza 3. Some are like fields of sunlit corn. So, this is a simile. Here the comparison is made between the yellow cornfields bathed in sunlight and the yellow colored bangles. The next line. Some like the flame of her marriage fire, or reach with the hue of her heart's desire. This is also a simile. The red bangles here become symbolic of a new bride's love and desire for her husband. Next is tinkling, luminous, tender and clear, like her bridal laughter and bridal tears. The tinkling of the bangles is compared to a young bride's laughter, and the luminosity of the bangle is likened to her tears. Thus, this is a simile. Coming to stanza 4. You see, stanza 4, it is written, cradled fair son on her breast. The imagery here shows that she has borne sons and nourished and cradled them close to her breast. It denotes that she has diligently performed her duties as a mother. Now, the next note is rhyme scheme of the Bangle Seller. The poem is made up of four stanzas consisting of 6 lines each. Each stanza is divided into a quatrain and a couplet. The rhyme scheme of the poem follows is AA, BB, CC. Central idea of the Bangle Sellers. The central idea of the poem is that the bangles are representative of a woman's life, and each color or type of bangle represents each stage of an Indian woman's life from puberty to midlife. Next is the tone of the poem Bangle Seller. The tone of the poem is joyful and lively. Each stanza has a certain tone. The first recalls the cry of bangle sellers who travel on foot to sell their products. The second and the third stanzas have a profound sense of happiness and lively energy. The tone of the last stanza is dipped in pride and sense of fulfillment. Then you see the last one is the theme of the Bangle Sellers: womanhood, colorful imagery, patriarchy. Now this patriarchy, womanhood, this all I will explain you, but for the notes you just have a look, you check it. I'm not reading because it is little lengthy. You will check it and you will write, because these are all important for your answers. And in next video I'll explain you this each stanza of the poem. Thank you.